Hello again. This is another game review that I can't do a good intro of ever. Yeah, this is going to be our third in our Final Fantasy series. Which one's that, Andrew?
Well, it is Final Fantasy 3.
Number. I've only played this once and I still haven't completed it.
I
That's
completed
my
it.
review.
I completed it and started it a couple of times, but never finished it on my other playthroughs. I might have to start it again.
Yeah, because the original game never came out in the West, did it?
No.
So.
Well, I played the original sort of, like you said before, as a like a fan translation and things, and
yeah, and emulators, yeah.
Yeah, and it was different from the DS one, obviously, graphically, but also storyly.
Yeah.
With the how it introduced it, because in the original you started off with naming 4 just random Onion Knights, as they were called.
Yes, Onion Knights.
Um,
Not sure why Onion.
and then you got the you got your first set of jobs from the Wind Crystal, and then it sort of all escalated from there. But then in the other version, the DS version, you actually had 4 characters.
Yeah.
With a sort of backstory. I can't remember much about them, but there was some sort of backstory in there. They were all orphans. I think that was the thing they were trying to put across, was that they were chosen by the crystals to save the world because they were orphans.
Because orphan.
Because orphan, yeah.
Always bloody orphan. These convenient orphans.
If they get killed, it doesn't matter because no one cares.
They don't have any loved ones, it's fine.
So yeah, in the DS remake, which we'll be focusing on more because it's the one we both played,
Yeah.
You had Lunith, who was like the first character.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Ark, who was like this nerdy guy.
Right.
Then Refia, who was this girl.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Female.
She was the only female of the group. And then she, I remember she was trying to use the airship to do something. I can't remember what she was trying to do with it. But it was hidden in a desert, and it was just like, oh, hello. And then the last one was Ingus, who was looking for the princess who disappeared or something, and he had to go and help the princess and that sort of thing. And then he joined up with you.
Yeah.
I think that was about it.
But
Maybe.
steady on there, Andrew. Don't go too in-depth with the story just yet.
That's all I remember about the characters.
Well, just remember more than I do, Jesus.
And then from the the Wind Crystal, you got 6 jobs.
Yeah. It was the first one that introduced proper GMs.
Yeah, you had a job system. Well, the Wind Crystal were the jobs from Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah.
It was the Warrior, the Monk, the White Mage, Black Mage, Red Mage, and the Thief.
Mm-hmm.
There was job levels in it, but I don't actually know what they did.
Yeah.
I think for magic characters, they let you use higher level magics, higher level magics. Because that had the same system I was mentioning the other day, where you had to do, where you had points in your magic and you could use it. I think the actual remake had that as well.
Something like that. Yeah, I remember it being a bit weird.
It wasn't MP based like all the others.
No.
But yeah, it was all to do with you had to reactivate the 4 crystals because it was the time of darkness.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing with 3 was that it was a cycle of light and dark, and darkness was shit. It was to try and keep everything in balance.
Yeah.
So you were chosen as the Warriors of Light to save the world from the darkness, but then in 1,000 years, the Warriors of Darkness would come to save it from light.
Yeah, so speak there like that.
So you had the four crystal: wind, fire, water, earth. There's quite a few jobs in it actually. I didn't realise there was that many.
Go through them because I can't remember most of them.
Warrior, monk, white mage, black mage, red mage, thief, ranger, knight, scholar, geomancer, dragoon, viking, dark knight, evoker, bard, black belt, devout, magus, summoner, sage, ninja, and onion knight.
Okay.
There's quite a few.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It was the first one to introduce summons.
Yeah. And also a lot of the sort of archetypal roles that they'd use in other Final Fantasy later on.
Yeah. So they introduced a lot into that one because, like, I mean, like the sage and I don't think the sage has ever come back. Or was maybe I think he came back in 4 for a character, but
yeah,
they were like really powerful magic users, but they had really bad MP.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was just like, yeah, cause it's like they could do ridiculous damage with their magic, but then it was just like, oh god damn it.
It was a spell and you were like out of MP. That's weird.
Yeah, it was a lot of splitting the classes into more magic and more physical roles and support roles and having more powerful versions of the jobs that you'd already got, sort of thing. So like you had the black mage, but then you got the magus, which could use even more powerful black magic and stuff. So
yeah,
which is pretty cool.
Pretty weird. How did you upgrade the classes in this one?
You just battled.
Were they just like?
Oh, do you mean like in with?
Like to the next stage, yeah.
No, they were just jobs. They were separate jobs.
Yeah. You just got the better versions of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you got that's quite a massive gap actually. You get like the black mage from the wind crystal, but then you don't get the magus until the earth crystal, which is the last one.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, Rudiak.
Yeah, how did you get the sun? You have to fight him, didn't you? You have to fight the sun.
That's a good question.
I remember fighting Bahamut.
I think you had to fight a couple of them.
Yeah, Leviathan.
Bahamut, Leviathan, Odin.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the ones were actually.
Golem.
I'll have a look now. I've got a magic list here.
It's magical.
It might tell me. Or not.
No. I remember it like too. It had guest characters, didn't it?
Yeah, but they were like there were extra characters. They sort of had a minor role. They didn't appear in battle with you, but then they would appear and do an attack every so often.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they weren't actually in battle with you.
And I don't think they all died, did they? Like
a couple of them did. I remember there was one called Dash or something, and like he was the fire of the top of the temple that had somehow turned into a person and walked off or something.
Yeah, I remember that. That was all random.
And then he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm meant to be up here," and then he jumps in the fire and dies. It's all great.
Right.
Well, he doesn't die. He turns into the
never alive Andrew, who's just a flame who's got legs. Just trotting about.
Flame in a suit.
I'm on fire. No, really. I'll butcher it. I'll kill him.
Well, there's Chocobo.
Right.
Some of them you bought. You bought Chocobo, Shiva, Rama, Ifrit, Titan. Odin. I thought you bought Odin.
I remember living underneath somewhere and you bought him.
Yeah. It says.
You definitely bought him.
Yeah, you definitely bought him, Bahamut, and Leviathan. It says Eureka, but I don't remember what Eureka is, so.
It's a random place.
Is it like the last dungeon? Maybe you could actually buy him
Yeah, maybe. Buy yourself a fucking Bahamut.
Oh, yeah, acquired here, so yeah, you could fight him.
Yeah.
They had like numerous attacks, but I think that depended on what you were, because you had an evoker and you had a summoner. So when you had the summoner, it did the best attack.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Because you fought Bahamut of that mowing, didn't you?
Yes.
And he's just there, hovering in air like...
It was really easy to kill.
Yeah, what did you do? Did you like jump?
You jump with a Dragoon and it was just like, 9,999.
Yeah. And just a couple of them, it's like, see ya. Yoink.
It had a weird... Well, it wasn't a weird system, it was actually quite a good system. When you equipped a job, your like stats were either halved or something for a couple of battles until you got used to the job again. They weren't completely like, oh, I'm just going to switch to this one now. I'm a master of this. You had to sort of get back into it, which was essential what real jobs like. So it's quite interesting.
It's like real life, Andrew.
Just like real life. When I walked down the street and said fire to those people.
They weren't complaining then.
No, they were like, I want to be like Dash.
I'm going to jump into a campfire and roast your marshmallows.
Yeah, it was all about the Dark taking over, and there was like these three... I don't know what they were. People.
Yeah.
Un, Doga, and Xander, and then Xander was like really evil for some reason or something.
For some reason he just thought...
Yeah, might have to read that whole, but I don't know.
He wanted to be cool. The others were like all biddies and he was like...
I just want to be popular. That was the main antagonist of Final Fantasy 3, even though you don't really know.
Yeah, I think he is, isn't he? And then like right at the end it's like, oh, but there's someone else.
Cloud of Darkness.
Yeah, I think it's the first one where it's like not a proper like evil thing. It's sort of like just part of the cycle
Yeah.
to balance it out. It's not like, oh, I'm evil and I want to destroy the world. It's like,
Yeah, it was just like the balance of it, and he just happened to be part of it.
like,
this
yeah,
time.
I want to destroy things, but it's what I'm meant to do, guy. It's what I was made for.
It was in Final Fantasy 14 actually, just bringing it up.
Yeah, it was pretty good in that actually.
He's the main antagonist, although he is mentioned several times in the course of the game. He only appears once.
Well, not one of those antagonists. One of those rare antagonists. Hasn't even got their nous to turn up.
Yeah, because you started off on a floating continent.
Yeah.
And then you went down to the surface and it was all fucked up.
Yeah, well. Tell you, we do remember. That random bad guy who's like obsessed with gold and for like gold ore.
Yeah.
And he's like made of gold.
Oh yeah, gold ore.
I'm gold.
I remember a bit where you go into this town and you get locked in.
Yeah.
Because there was like something there, I don't know. It was like this massive plot to kill the king or something, and it turned out to be, as usual, like his second in command or whatever it was.
Grind by the air. Like
And it was like a griffin or something for some reason.
I should have known.
I should have known it was Peter Griffin all along.
The head. Because they're the head of an eagle, but yeah. That works too.
Yeah, that was really random. I just saw the case of it, and he was really weak to the Dragoon as well. Because like the Dragoon just like killed the aerial enemies.
Overpowered, yeah. Really effective.
Because the Dragoon is like the high caliber of classes, Daniel.
It's up there. It's the gentleman's club of class. What?
I'll show you in a minute after we've done this.
Must you?
Yes, I must. I think that's it story-wise. Like it was just literally
Yeah.
darkness, crystals, throwing a couple of jobs.
Throw a group of jids in there. I found it quite hard to get into story wise. It was all over the place like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously the main plot, but it didn't seem very consistent. Like,
No, it was like after 2 though as well, so it was just
yeah. 2 was consistent, but it's consistently depressing.
I say like I was saying as well, like when it first came out, it was obviously not focused around proper characters and stuff. So they introduced these characters in the DS remake, and then it was just sort of like they were just sort of there.
Yeah.
And then they didn't really flow anywhere.
It didn't really matter.
Yeah.
You were just there. You were just there to do a job. God. Remember, no, I don't. That's a lie. I don't remember nothing. I can't remember anything about it. What was the weapon system?
Weapon system?
Yeah, was it just basic?
It was just all the usual stuff.
You buy it, you equip it.
Yeah. Like each class could equip whatever weapons and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think there was any sort of specific thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't like 2s where you could equip anything and then just be like, really good with it.
2 axes.
Yeah. You could equip 2 weapons, and I remember that.
But then, like you wrote it was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, now worst game to review for me because I can't barely remember it. with the the first 3D remake of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the first time I was playing it properly. What new features did they bring in with the remake?
They sure did.
Boy, they had that stupid mod. Oh yeah, was the first one Moogles, right?
Yeah.
There you go. That's my contribution.
Yeah, it had Mognet in it in the DS remake, and that's how you got the Onion Knight, but we never got
did. Have that remake.
It was like the stupidest idea they could ever done. So it's like you had to send a certain amount of messages to like different people or something, because obviously Japan people would just get together all the time and just be like,
yeah, it's fine.
Just walking down the street and people would be playing it, and it would be like, oh yeah, but then they like translate it over to here, and it's just like, well, that's just stupid.
No one's social games over here. What are you on about? It's like Street Pass one, it's just for that game sort of thing.
Yeah.
You send mail to them and stuff.
Yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it was stupid because it was tied to side quests and stuff. Wasn't it? We essentially didn't do it.
Yeah. Did everything else, pretty much.
I think that's how you unlock like a bonus boss or something as well. That's a really powerful Iron Giant in it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so. Because apparently in the original that was like, you know, like I mentioned with Final Fantasy 1 is a rare encounter that classic bonus boss.
Yeah.
In 3 I think it was an Iron Giant, and they're like a dungeon or something, it was like really rare. It's like really powerful. I think it's the first time an Iron Giant appeared in it as well.
Oh, okay.
So I think that was free.
Super.
It's pretty random, but yeah. Crap. Sci-fi.
Yeah, Iron Giant as Super Boss and 3D remake versions can be found at the bottom of the optional question mark dungeon.
Yeah.
It's only available after doing the Mognet side quest. What's that, bro?
That's something I don't do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he remake 3 again?
They might have done.
Did they add anything else, or they just ported to a thing?
I think they just ported. I don't think they did anything else with it.
Yeah. Because I remember when I saw it, I was excited to play it, but I was more excited because I thought they were just going to start doing all the other ones in 3D.
Yeah.
Which he kind of did, and then stopped after 4. And I was like, why'd you do this?
Yeah.
Why'd
then
you stop?
the stupid fucking iOS and stuff.
Yeah, and they did the sequel to 4, and it's like, just do the others! We want 4 and 5 and 6 in glorious 3D.
Yeah, actually on the 3DS.
Yeah, even better now. So yeah, great.
Yeah, that was another one where it never came out of here. So then they were like, to make sure the Americans aren't confused, we're going to call it Final Fantasy 3. Was 6, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, because 3, it was 1, 4, and 6 that came out over here first.
Yeah.
So it was 1, 2, and 3 towards, but it's like, nah. It's like Dark Cloud and Dark Chronicle. In America, Dark Chronicle's called Dark Cloud 2.
God's sake, America. Screw with the name, it's well confusing. And you do it to not confuse that, but just end up more confused. How hard was 3? How did you find it? Difficulty-wise?
I can't remember.
I think it was alright.
I think it was really hard at first. Like, it was ridiculously hard because you didn't have any goddamn magic or anything.
No.
Or proper cures, you know. You had to keep an eye on your MP and stuff because you had to tick over things, so you had to buy loads of potions and stuff.
Yeah.
And after a while, it got quite easy, I think.
Mm-hmm. I think it's quite tricky to grind level up and get the new end game.
Yeah.
As I recall, try the
The last day was really confusing anyway, because I went all the way up that tower.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing at the top. Apart from like a shop or something, and I was like, the hell's this? Where's the actual last dungeon?
Yeah.
It was like in the first room to the left or something. It was like the lava syndrome all over again.
Yeah.
It's like, the big thing in the middle is the final boss. No. This thing to the left of it, to the right of it. This testicle. It's like, well, Lavos was just a floating testicle then.
Well, why do you think he wants to go around and spread his diseases? Impregnate all these planets. Testicle goodness. That thing is in, it's just a giant condom.
That beam is not a beam.
No wonder it killed, Chrono. Spoiler alert.
No wonder it kills, Chrono.
Oh, that's finally we've ran out of things to say about Freeze, and now we're back on the Chrono trigger.
Just in case you missed anything from the other day. Yeah, well, there's not a lot to say about 3, I don't think.
Nah. It was alright. It just, for me, it's not as bad as 2, but it was just like a bit meh.
Yeah.
I think now they're building towards 4 and the others and stuff, so.
Yeah.
They need to make more stronger characters, which I think you started doing 4, so.
Yeah, well, 4 was, introduced proper characters again.
Yeah.
That actually had a purpose.
Yeah.
Wasn't just, we're orphans again.
Yeah, I think it was the first one that actually had proper characters before, wasn't it?
Yeah, because 2 technically had characters, but they didn't really do anything.
No, there's no emphasis on their character or storyline. Just them
dicking about
the Empire, and that was it. And one of them liking beavers, talking to them.
Yeah,
got in that game. But yeah, 3, it's alright.
Called out, not called out. But
Called now.
Play now.
Yeah, if you want. On DS and probably on your iPhone.
Yeah.
That's all we like doing these days, putting it to iPhone and god bastards. What? What
What the fuck is that?
are you doing?
I'm looking at bonus boss list, because he said about that, and it was just some really weird ones.
Yeah, there is. Anything else to say about 3?
No.
Okay. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Yeah, see you.
Don't forget that as well as YouTube, you can also find me across all my other social media, which I will link in the description. If you're interested in any of the content I talked about in this trailer, click on the relevant windows shown here. And if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Speak to you next time.